The Nullarbor, a seemingly endless stretch of road which connects Western Australia to South Australia. It's an area so uninhabited that the only main forms of life are camels, kangaroos and emus. It's positioned just a few kilometres away from what feels like the end of the world. The journey can be described as dangerous, barren, boring, fatal and lonely. With nothing but empty landscapes all around you, service stations roughly every 100 kilometres, and if you don't come prepared, you could be waiting a whole day just for help or recovery in an area that's so isolated. And knowing all this,
1, 2, get down!
us two, the people with no gear and no idea, the ones with a spare tyre but no jack, and a petrol jerry can filled with no petrol, are about to cross it. Here we are, finally at the start of the Nullarbor, 90-mile longest straight road in Australia. Let's see how this goes. So far it's been relatively easy, nothing too scary. Haven't seen any snakes, no camels, no kangaroos. Nothing's jumped out at us, so far so good. But it's hot and
very hot and flying.
We've been on the road so far for about 3 hours. So it's getting to the time where we're going to stop, park up, and we're going to start again and fully send the Nullarbor tomorrow and see if it's as bad as people have made out. Alright, let's go. We're leaving the sign and hitting Australia's longest straight road.
The Nullarbor.
So far so good. So, how are we going to kill 90 miles worth of time without music? We're gonna have to talk to each other.
I spy behind it.
I spy my eye. Seems a bit shit, doesn't it? We continued driving for a little while and found a spot to park up at for the night to set up camp. It was no 5-star hotel, in fact it was just a lay-by on the side of the road, with a not so pleasant toilet by it, but we weren't mad because we knew what we were getting ourselves into. After that we made some tomato soup for dinner and got some rest ready for tomorrow's drive. Overnight, it seemed like the heavens had opened. The start of our journey should have been as easy as driving in a straight line for 90 miles, but that's not quite how it went. With a large downpour of rain, it meant that I was constantly fighting the steering wheel as the still standing water pulled it in whichever direction it chose. And it got even more sketchy when a road train was heading our way, as at the point when we were both side by side, it would kick up so much water onto our windscreen that we were left driving blind for around 2 seconds, which felt more like 10 when you're already trying to keep the car going straight and on the road. We continued on, and our 1200 kilometre distance became less and less. The weather cleared up and we crossed over the border into South Australia. After another night spent on the side of the road, many trips to the petrol station, and driving past an endless amount of dead kangaroos that constantly remind you to stay focused on this tedious road, we were finally nearing the end. But first, we had one place to go see. The Great Australian Bight. I don't think too much is needed to be said about this, other than it really is one of the most breathtaking views. What a place to see before we set off to finish the last leg of the Nullarbor.